Good evening, everyone. Myself Abhijit Roy, and I am based out of India. It's 20th December 2023, and the time right now, as I'm recording, is 5:56 in the evening. So only 11 days left for New Year. Happy New Year in advance, and Merry Christmas as well. And so yeah, let's start the video. So like, why I am making this video is all about keycloak's integration with ReactJs. So I hope, before I start making this video, let me clear a few things. So like, you need to know about keycloak in advance, like what is keycloak, because I won't be telling about that at all in this video. What is realm, what is client, what is the keycloak URL, what is response type, etc. What are scopes. Hope okay. So there are tons of videos out there which explains this. It's all about OpenID Connect and OAuth framework, so you can read about that on internet. Anyways, so the reason I'm bringing you this video is like just to save someone's time and a lot of headache from what I have encountered integrating keycloak with ReactJs. So the default library which keycloak recommends on the documentation for JavaScript, which is Angular, React, anything, is keycloak-js. So if I search, this is the library that they recommend you to integrate keycloak with React or Angular. Okay, so you can integrate the whole React with keycloak using this library, but I don't recommend so. The reason is because this is just a purely JavaScript based library. It's not a wrapper function. Okay, it's not a wrapper library, which means like you can wrap it around your whole app, like see here. So this will be really difficult for beginners like me to implement this with their applications, because there are a lot of uh, like lot of side cases or test cases you need to uh, figure out before integrating this, while integrating this. So one of them, let me mention it, like if you know about the OAuth protocol or the OpenID protocol. So what happens is, in client side applications, we receive two tokens, which is access token and the refresh token. And the access token is a short-lived token, and the refresh token is meant to be a longer-lived token. So this enhances security, because if a hacker gets access to your access token, so he wouldn't be able to use it for longer durations, because it will expire very soon. It has a very limited or very short expiry time. So when access token expires, we are expected to send a refresh token, and that refresh token will be sent to keycloak, and keycloak will generate a new access token for us. So what happens here is, using this library, if you don't keep enough attention to your code, what will happen is that your refresh and access token will refresh or change on each page reload. So if you do a hard page reload like this, it will change, which is not intended. We don't want that, because if you do, like if you have something set like uh, you know if in your keycloak administration you have set like you can refresh a token only 10 times. So if you reload the page 10 times, the refresh token will or the access token will be get refreshed 10 times, and you will be logged out of your application, which we don't want. Sorry for my poor English, because it's not my first language. Pardon. So anyways, so yeah, for beginners I don't recommend this library. um, and also the downside is, you won't get any support or a lot of support from YouTubers or any sites like Stack Overflow, because I think not many of them use this library, and that's why you will face a lot of difficulty if you try implementing this key clock using this library on your own. Okay, so what I recommend is using this library instead, which is OIDC React. So yeah, so if you use this library, what will happen is it will take care of all the key clock concerned cases, like if your refresh token expires, then you want to instantly log out, and this application and this package, npm package, will allow you to do that. Okay, so this is like a wrapper application, or sorry, wrapper library. So you can wrap it around your app like this. You just pass the configurations to it. So this is my key clock URL, this is the client ID of my key clock, this is the response code because I want the access and refresh tokens, and this is the silent check SSR or redirect URI. So it will use the cookies sent from a key clock to check if the user is logged in or not, and this is the redirect URI which you want to redirect after login or after logout, and this is the scope, and this is auto sign in, because if you set it to true, whenever you open your app, it will require you to log in first, and then it will allow you to access the app. Marking it false will like let you allow you to use your app, and then you can sign in later. So let me show you one thing. Let me run this app first. And yeah, so in the header function, let me show you how it logs in. You can use this use auth, which is a part of this OIDC React library, and you can just call this method auth sign in, and it will sign you in. And if you like wanna sign out, you just call this function, and it will sign you out of the key clock. So let me start the app, and I will also show you, like, when a refresh token expires, it will automatically log out. Okay, so see, so this is the app. So currently, so I will open this in incognito mode, so that no saved password interfere with the app. So currently, as you can see, I can use my app it's in logged out state, so no user is logged in right now. So once I click this sign in, okay, so I haven't started my key clock server. So I have started my key clock server, and now we can test it out. So like, I will call my app again. So now it's in logged out state. Whenever I will click this sign in function, it will trigger the auth sign in, and it will go to my key clock login page. As you can see, it has redirected me to the key clock login page. I can just sign in using my accounts stored inside of key clock, or I can use another auth providers like GitHub or Google. So for now I will use my own. So as you can see, it has redirected me, and you can see the tokens are working. I will show you the token. As you can see, these are the tokens, and you will see in just a minute it will log out automatically, because I have set my refresh token to expire in just 1 minute. So I am not doing anything, just see. As you can see, it has logged out immediately, right? I didn't do anything. All was handled by the library OIDC React, and it logged me out on its own. Like, when as I said, as the refresh token expired, it logged me out immediately. As you can see, all the data has been erased. See, no data remains. But if I click sign in now, as you can see, it requires me to again put the password and username. I can use GitHub or Google. As you can see, I can use GitHub or Google, and it will fetch the data accordingly from these providers and store it in my keycloak, which can be used in the next sessions or logins. So yeah, that was it. And let me also show you how to get the user data. Either like it's also shown in the documentation, but you can get the user data from the login session storage. So this is here. This is the key of the session storage, where you can get your profile. So this is your realm, this is your client ID in that realm. Okay, and you can decode the JWT using this JWT decode library, and you can get the roles, ID, subject, anything from that access token. Okay, so yeah, that was all about this video. So I don't know if this might help anybody, but yeah, this library is a game changer. Okay, so it helped me a lot, saved me a lot of headache. I was banging my head for like 2 days figuring this out, so it was really good. Let me show you one more thing, which is the key clock, so you can be assured that the refresh token was set to 1 minute. Yeah, tokens. As you can see in the sessions, I have set it to 1 minute, which means the refresh token of the single sign on will be just on 1 minute, and it will then expire. As the refresh token expires, it will log out immediately. So that's the reason why. And when it logs out, we can go to this URL. And not only this library also provides you many more things like on sign in. So this on sign in method, if you trigger it, you can pass any function like which you want to trigger when the user signs in. Okay, so after signing in, this will be triggered. Okay, also there are methods like on sign out. There are on before sign in, which as the name suggests will trigger before you sign in. And yeah, there are tons of things which can explore on this. There are user configs, user. Okay, so you can go and read the documentation, but like my main motive was to tell you about this library which you can use instead of that keycloak-js. So yeah, that was all about it. Thank you, and pray for me so that I can get a job.